morning, everyone. Welcome to Dixie Quilters. This is Marlene. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. If you're returning, are you working on this Pie Safe? This is the project I'm working on, is Pie Safe from the October sampler. And it's about 6 in the morning, so I have my head cover on here. Stay warm. I'm just going to film putting this all together, putting the final pieces and parts to it. I know I've got another couple of videos out there, one on opening the box, one on starting the process and showing how the papers work. And then now this will be the final one, showing us the final put it together. So the step that I'm on right now is page 5 of 10. Where we're taking our finished blocks. This is one of them. And I tried to pick fabrics that would coordinate with those center ones, but yet provide enough diversity to have interest. Or instead of diversity, let's use contrast. All right, so I think I'm going to adjust that camera a bit. There we are. Now you can see me a little better, I guess, if that's part of the deal, huh? Without my... Yes, there we are. Okay, so let's get going on this again. We're on Pie Safe, page 5. Let's roll. And keep clearing the decks. Boy, do you find that your decks are constantly full of stuff? Save that. Okay, we're going to pick this next one up. And I have the edge pinned to it, so it's ready to go. I like to pin the intersections so we know that they are matching. That they nest nicely. A lot of people will just go ahead and feel them, but man, I'm not very good at that. So I go ahead and pin them. And I'm coming through to the end here. We'll just run over that a little slower. Okay, we can iron this open while we're at it. I think my iron is warm enough now. These blocks are so big, my goodness, they don't fit on my pressing mat. We'll do this one too. This last weekend, I was able to pick up a wonderful, big, giant bottle of the pressing fabric solution. Let's see, it's called, oh yeah, Best Press. I got that at a local shop and it was less than Amazon. And then I got the mister, you know, that puts out a nice mist instead of the thick that comes out with an inexpensive squirter, you know. But until I get this used up, heaven forbid I'm using the wrong stuff, but until I use it up, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Niagara that I picked up at Walmart, because I went there to purchase Best Press, and doggone if they did not have it, so it was quite upsetting. Let's go ahead and finish going on these next two. How do you like this one? I think that might be my favorite. Although the orangey one, blonde at the end, is really beautiful too. So let's get this done. Was that crooked? Yeah, it was. I'm going to correct that crooky part. There we go. I'm really beginning to get sort of excited thinking about doing the Jane Austen in January. I'm getting not wound up, but I'm getting geared up mentally to look at applique and a lot of handwork. Okay, let's iron those up. All right, so this one's done. And then here, oh, wait a minute. This is the end. So here's my fourth one. I sort of embraced the blonde golden colors with this one. Okay. So that's the fourth part. Let's go ahead and put those together now. We'll start at this end. Let's make sure I want it in that sequence. See, I've got the floral one, predominantly florals. This one's more of the reddish color with some green highlight. And we're gonna assimilate that green by using the not the white border, but the next border is gonna have a lot of green in it. Then we have a lot of the pinky purpley look. And then the golden one. So, you know, there's 50 ways to do this, but that just happens to be the way I put them together. Maybe I want to put the yellow ones. Well, too late. I've already put the edge on, so it's going to need to be this one. Now, I haven't picked a backing for this yet. I don't want to be too obtuse with it. And the last one. Oh, this is just not pinned together the way I want it. Let's do that again. In a quilt like this, you got to make sure that your pieces have some contrast to them. And I always seem to err on the side of uniformity, so I have to struggle to make sure that I have some contrast. All right, well, there's our pie safe. What do you think? Can you see it all? Here, we'll hold it. I think it's beautiful. Well, no, we don't have it all done. We haven't put the outer border on. Let's do that. So this is my outer border. And I don't want to put that gold up there. And I do want some green to be near where this green block is. So it's not the only thing in the, there. Let's put that one right along there. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Wonder if it would be that'd be nice. I think I want to bring that up so that it actually matches that one. But yet I don't want to stretch it because I don't want it to pucker. I'm stepping on it. Now this one was a little snug, so we're going to give it a little more room there. Now I'm going to measure another piece the exact same length of that piece so that both sides are equidistant. Otherwise it'll curl when it lays. So I'm going to pick a spot that I want to put this one at. Oh, so just right to the end of that pink one. Can't see it, but it's, let's get a tape measure out and measure. That would be much smarter, wouldn't it? $57. What's it supposed to be? 57 1/4. Whoa, we're pretty darn close. $57 on the money. Yes, we got plenty. We're going to wait and put this on after. So let's get these two sewn on, and then we'll put those on after the iron. Did you see what I did? I cut it to fit without the extension of putting this on. So yeah, we're limited now. We only have two options to have continuous pieces. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that I have it lined up as best I can. I'm looking to join a quilt with Guild. I'm trying to decide whether I have enough time to do that, plus see grandchildren. Tried joining a quilt guild about, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. It must have been 15 or 18 years ago. But I was working full time then, so I think I had to give up going because I started teaching an orchestra class before work. The school that the kids were in didn't have orchestra, and here we'd been having them take violin and cello lessons for 10 years, and so it was surely time to step up and provide some just basic, group playing, Nothing stupendous. No. Boy, look at that. Isn't that nice? Just enough green to let us know that green didn't come in there just oddly. A little bit of gold there on the end. Gosh, that's going to turn out good. Okay. Get a load of that. When we get the ends on, I'll take and hang it up on my design wall, and then you can see what it looks like. Now, which one do we want there? The gold one? Or the green and purple one? I think there's a lot of green down that way. I think we'll put the green one here and the golden one on this end. There it is. Boy, yesterday I went to Costco and bought toilet paper and paper towels. That's really the only thing that my husband and I can buy there. And, my daughter buys those 10-pound containers of hamburger. And it's only, $50? There's no way I could use that much. Good grief, I'd have to put it in the freezer for a year. And my other daughter says, Mom, why didn't you tell me you were going to Costco? You could have got me diapers. Well, yes, I could have. I should have. Okay, so let's double check that. Make sure it's not too wonky. $19.50. It's supposed to be, well, it doesn't say on the page I was looking at, 19.50. Man, that's probably the most accurate one I've ever done. There's always, some wonkiness in somewhere. I just love this magnet. Just picks them all up. It's just wonderful. What the improvements of sewing toys, huh? Boy, howdy, that is pretty. Pretty. Ooh. Now let's square this guy up. You ever try cutting these to square freehand? Yeah, well, I've learned not to do that. All right, I'm gonna go hang it on the wall and then we're gonna look at it together. Okay, here is our Melissa Gilbert pie safe. Boy, I like that. I think I need to iron it a little better because it's just a bit wonky right into this area here. So square it up a little, and I like how the cornerstones are consistent, and they provide a lot of contrast with the white. And I like how that pink here sort of brings out this pink. And like up here, this is here, matching here. And then it helps the green to have this green over here and a part of this one over here. And then as we get down here, that dark lavender to the left, I love that. And it's not matching with this one, but if you'll see this center piece, it's over here. So I'm very happy with how that coordinated. It doesn't really look like I did it on purpose, but it does look cohesively nice. Well, let me know how many of you have done yours. I tell you, this one's a whole lot easier than the braided one. So anyway, hope you have a lovely day. This is Marlene with Dixie Quilters. Thank you.